Alright, what is up, everybody? Time for more Camelot. Music's a little loud there. That's better. Wait a minute, no. Too much. There we go. Alright. Fighting every class under the sun here. Saber's good. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, now give her a K-scope. She'll die quick. Alright, so Tristan's pretty soon. I have brought shame to my family. Yep, you missed a few there. It happens, can't win them all. Thank you for the 34 months, though. Yeah, I think Tristan is actually this chapter or next. Maybe I could have done the art chain there. So how's everybody doing today? I'm trying to think about if I want to, like, which Tristan fight I want to record. The first fight with him is well, the one with the trash mobs is probably the hardest. It kind of depends, but it doesn't make a very good video. Hey, GP. Been sick, doing better. Well, that's good. I hate being sick so much. Funnily enough, the only time I've been sick in like the last 20 years that wasn't like devastating and really fucked me up is COVID. COVID did not affect me very much. Had very little impact on me, but any other sickness I've ever had, even like the common cold, normally fucks me up really bad. My allergies are killing me. Yep, that's definitely been a problem for me too. Let's see. Chat, the amount of YouTube comments I've had about units on the tier list video where they're like bringing up reasons why they should be higher ranked and it has only to do with farming. Like, bruh. I swear, I'm gonna have to make a farming tier list video, but I don't really want to do that. You know what I might do? I don't think I'll ever make a farming tier list video. Fuck that. But what I might do is, like, stream it and then take a picture of it and then just put that on a community post or something. It's not even, I mean, some of it's being obsessed with farming, but some of it is like, people don't know what they're talking about. So all they do is farm, and so all their points have to do with farming, but like they don't really know what the hell they're talking about. Like Jason's a big one that people always are like, how can you rate him that low? And then they're like, but you know, because I had a guy the other day that was like, Jason should be higher on the tier list because when I use him, he's grailed. I have black grail, and I'm using Castoria. I'm like, yeah, it really says a lot about Jason if he needs all that to do anything, and also all that has to do with his farming. Right? You're not going to use Jason with black grail in Castoria and go beat up all the hard challenge quests. This is not going to happen. People are crazy. But yeah, I should make like a community post of just a picture of a tier list that's based on farming. Be kind of interesting to make for low stars anyway. Alright, yeah, this is looking like right before Tristan. So single target, single target. I think I wait. I'm not confident she's gonna do 100k here. Why Brave Chain and not use the attack up? Yeah, what could go wrong? She's level 60. Yeah, that'll do. Glad I didn't use the attack up. I wish they had cast 2 buffs, because I'm going to remove their buffs anyway. Let's see what he can do here. I'm hoping he'll, you know, I should have done 1 normal attack, because I bet you that'd be enough to kill him and then target switch and hit the other one. Oh, okay. No, big boy damage. It's pretty rare we see that large of damage on this account. That was actually super good damage there on the neutral class. Guess I'll give her the NP, but we're gonna win without it. If only she had crit. Alright, is it Tristan time? Also, hi Max. Never enough hero proofs. Chat, why is it so annoying to farm gold skill gems? Like, whose idea was that? Roland's okay. I mean, he's just kind of there. It's not really my cup of tea, but I don't have a problem with him. He's just something unique to use. I don't think this is Tristan yet. Caster gems aren't that bad though. They actually have a higher drop rate. They're the only one that doesn't feel like garbage to farm. You just need more of them because you generally need to level a lot of basic supports. So higher demand. But if they add like a new caster and you're just farming for that 1 new unit, it's not bad. But you still have to deal with, like, is the quest available? It's still a ridiculous amount of AP. They really should just add, like, for fuck's sakes, add, like, 2 skill gems. Like, gold skill gems for, like, a class or 2 each event. Like, just something. Like, it's ridiculous how unobtainable they are most of the time. Like, even during lotteries, if you actually math it out, it's not that good. And like, you shouldn't have to wait until a lottery to level up your fucking servant skills. There's like 2 lotteries a year, and they're normally close together. So it's just terrible game design. Okay, well, we're fighting every goddamn class, so I think we'll use the same setup here. Try to keep our Berserker alive. Maybe I should work in David. You know, well, depends if the Lancer's a Camelot knight or not. If it's just like the soldiers, it's no big deal. So as far as they've never said that guy was fired, but a lot of times that stuff is on the down low. Like, it's not common that Japanese companies make it like really easily known to the public who's being hired and fired. They normally want people to save face even when they fucked up. I doubt he's with the company though. Like, between the whole DW Lizangle change and everything else, I'd be surprised if he was still with the company. Also, his project is like directly responsible for DW exploding. Okay, well that is definitely Camelot Knights. You know what? I am gonna do this. Maybe I should have done my damage up skill. I mean, the reason he got hired in the first place was nepotism, so it's pretty normal that, you know, people are going to try to bail you out. Also, it's just a Japanese culture thing. They don't generally make that kind of hiring and firing stuff too easily accessible. So they're both Lancers. I should have put her Buster card first, because Roland is proper counterclassing. Minor mistake. She's gonna be an interesting berserker to use once we're more upgraded. I do need to do at least one lottery event on this account, like go real ham on it. So I can at least get Bazett to 10-10-10, Roland to 10-10-10, Primhilda to 10-10-10, like the unique units, Tomoe. So I just need to grab some skill gems at least once. I actually think she'll perform pretty well. Like the battery, the targeted taunt honestly is awesome. It's really flexible. There's no survivability outside of the taunt. Like, someone else has to protect you, and that doesn't work against AoE and stuff like that. So plenty of drawbacks. I don't think you're talking about the same person. The guy in charge of Street Fighter is so indifferent. That's not the same. And that guy, the Street Fighter guy, is still with the company. The guy Poi is talking about is he was from Bamco, like the Tales of games, and then he went to Square Enix. What's funny about that guy is when he went to Square Enix, he never made a game. He had a game in pre-production, and they were trying to make a game, but it just kept sucking and kept falling apart and kept getting delayed, and then it just got canceled. So he joined Square Enix, everything crashed and burned, and then he left Square Enix and then went to DW, because, you know, that makes sense. And then the game he made for DW was terrible and shut down in 6 months. It is shocking to me that DW hired him, because he sucked. Everything he did regarding the Tales of franchise was bad. And then he went to Square Enix and never even produced a game, because everything he tried to make just failed. And then he went to DW and failed. It's like, wow, follow the breadcrumbs on that one. I want to kill this guy, but I also want to get her NP gain. 30,000. Or level 60. I could NP... You know what? I'll play it safe. I'm wasting one of my damage abilities, but... it allows me to focus on NP gain, and if I don't kill him, it's not that bad. Also increases our odds of killing him because of the defense down. Well, we didn't, but it worked out. I'll save the heal. Also, Mash gonna die. Really sneaky art chain there, but it's not gonna be enough to get her NP. 81,000. How big is her dragon bonus damage? I need to look this up. I forgot. Looking this up right now. Because we are getting to the point where it's actually kind of easy to use George to make things dragons. We got a K-scope. If I can get George's passive, that'll make it super smooth. I used like 100,000 or 150,000 FP today. So I probably got a decent amount of George coins. Let's see. So it's right, she's got increased damage to chaotic, but then her anti-dragon makes her damage 150%. It's not too bad. It's only for the NP though, it's not for the turn. So way weaker than Siegfried's, but still decent. Yeah, I know, if we had failed to kill that knight, like, there was no way. Like, there was no way he wouldn't kill it, but yeah, that would have been super bad. If only she knew how to use the sword properly. That was a lot less damage than I was thinking. Fuck, I should have done Mash's first skill. Don't hit Creamhilda. Oh, okay, just don't do anything. That was kind of a freebie. Thanks, game. Dude, I need to get her 10-10-10 so her cooldowns are shorter. Makes it more worthwhile to protect her. Like if you're using the Mystic Code to protect her, giving someone else the taunt, using a taunt wall, all that kind of stuff. Because like she could have this back. The fact Mash is alive right now. Alright, Roland. Let him have it. $59. Man, he's gonna be interesting at 10-10-10 as well. Also, hopefully the buff is NP at some point. That'd be fantastic. Alright, look at all those buffs. And then... No, I'll just... Well... Yeah, no, I'll use it on her. Alright, this might kill him. Nope, nope. Way overestimating. Well, 9k, but I overestimated my damage there. It's fine, he can't kill anybody. Okay, now we got him. Alright, is it Tristan time yet, game? Guys, we got one red archer gem. We're saved. We can now level our skills freely. That's another thing they could do to make things better, is just give gems more from the main story. That incentivizes people to do the main story. Okay. This might be Tristan. I thought... The first time you fight Tristan, though, I swear you fight Camelot Knights first. They must be Archer Camelot Knights, and it's because Lancers don't counter. They're trying to debate you, right? They want you to bring Lancers, and it's like, oh, it don't work! She is so worthless in this fight. So we need enough value to kill the archers at the start, and then we need to have Sabers deal with Tristan. They've got sure hit. It's not the end of the world, though. I don't think we're going to care about his NP too much. Mostly focus on normal card damage. I need to level that up and limit break it. Seems decent. Do I have Anniversary Blonde? I do. Yeah, it feels so much better once this is level 10 and Anniversary Blonde is level 10. And then you just gotta go unlock the stun mystic code, and you're good to go. You've already got Atlas. Hey, sheep. 80,000. This is one of the few stages where like Romulus would actually be really nice. I don't think it's worth leveling him just for that, but if you did happen to have him and maybe you leveled him for farming, you could definitely make use of him here. You don't see opportunities for that very often. Save the defense up until they get the sure hit out. They can't cast sure hit and then attack because they only get one action per turn while there's 3 of them alive. Well, they didn't even cast it. The fools. Next turn will be a good NP gain turn. Alright, there it is. I'll save Mash's taunt for the NP. They got double defense up, should be alright. Shame Mash didn't get an art card there. Okay, no more of that. Man, if we had Creamhilda, I could taunt who I target the evade or the invulnerability to and use it to get NP gain. Maybe I should have brought her, actually.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Keel this FGO, did I say that? Or Kelthos FGO? I remember that name. I've read that before. Double quick down. Weird time to rainbow chain, but there might be enough damage to matter. Oh. Or just insta-death. That works too. If I had known that, I would have just done NP gain then. Worked out though. Pretty smooth. I'm not gonna have taunt for Tristan though, but she's low enough on HP that I don't think it'll matter too much. I can Brave Chain or try to get, you know, let's just get Protoku's NP. Or I could save it for Tristan. It won't do much, but it'll do, well, no, it'll do fuck all. Yeah, fuck it. Just get it. Because I could have Brave Chained him and fucked him up pretty good there, but... Yeah, our coups, I probably only needed one Lancer. I should have done Lancer Berserker, because the Berserker would die nice and quick, and then get the Roland in here to fight Tristan. So I overdid it with the Lancers here. Man, I could have done Brave Chain into Brave Chain. Oh well. You think we'll ever get an animation update tied to story again? Probably not, to be honest. Well, it depends on how long the game goes. Like, if there's a new main server in 3.0 and the game went on so long to give them an animation update, they might do that. They might, I could see them adjusting Mash's animations though to like match the lore, but I don't think they'd change her base sprite. At least not dramatically, but I mean, you never know with these kind of things. I'll try to cast the defense up next turn so it lasts for the NP, but she could die here. Oh yeah, his hit counts. It's why Leonidas just obliterates him. Give me that art crit, 80% chance. Everything crit but the art card. I hate this game. My NP gain. Of course you hit Protoku again. What a dick. Oh hey, he's got invulnerability for Tristan. That's super good. I did not even think of that. Is there any reason to save my buff removal? I don't think so. There's not a lot of reason to cast it now, though. I think we're only 10% battery if I don't rank up his skill. I think. I'll do this, though. Only one crit. Disappointing. There you go. Now hit Roland. No, 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 not like that. No, 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 no. Oh, my damage. I had Buster up, triple NP, Mystica. Hi, Charlemagne. You gotta clean up after your minion failed there. Can we still win? I guess you're not supposed to cast it on himself, but kind of have to here. He can probably clean up still. God, we would have just murdered Tristan right there if he didn't do that. 38,000. This one will have the defense down and the Mysticode attack up. That'd be a bit better. Yeah, 57k, alright. Oh yeah, we would have killed right there if Roland didn't die. Proto-Ku is the only one that will die to this. Ku's got guts. Charlemagne's got invulnerability. Of course! Oh, I remember why we made the Tristan meme. Alright, game. You've had your fun. Oh yeah, that'll help. If she had her buffs, it'd be okay. Come on, double crit. You just gotta ask for it. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, the later fight with Tristan is gonna be harder than that. And if it wasn't for the Roland incident, we would have been really well off there. Man, I was excited to see Roland's damage because he was going to have double defense down from the 2 coups. Alright, this fight is just strictly easier than the final fight with Tristan, so I guess the final fight with Tristan will be the video. Man, we got that Garden of Avalon theme. Kind of fitting for Bedivere versus Tristan. You know what? We'll do it. Chat, I'm so confident that we're gonna win that I'm gonna bring Bazett so Bazett gets Bond. Surely nothing is gonna go wrong. I'm not gonna pay for this attitude at all. It's all gonna go swimmingly. I wish I had Star Bomb for MASH. In case she has to fight, give her that. Offsets it a bit. The Camelot movies are mostly like fan service, and I don't mean fan service necessarily in like, you know, sex appeal. I mean like, it's just animating cool bits. It doesn't, it's not a cohesive story. Like if all you saw was the Camelot movies and you knew nothing else about Fate, it'd be like, what the shit? And yeah, they removed 100 Face and Rice Man and all kinds of stuff. And the fight scenes aren't that good. You know, it's kind of just there. It exists. The good part about the movie is Arash. It doesn't even make a lot of sense. Like they messed up some of the lore stuff and whatnot. Like it's not great. Yeah, I don't think the animation was that good, to be honest. I think everyone's standards have just dropped so much over the last 20 years. I'll wait one turn to taunt. Hopefully he'll attack us and give us NP gain. This is where Bedivere having his third skill would be really nice, because you could use that to cover this turn. I should have guts just to be safe. Yep. See, I don't have my defense up because I didn't. That's so fuck this game. That's so stupid. It's like he only attacks George, so I might as well have just taunted and have the defense up. That is so dumb, dude. That annoyed me so much that I'm just starting over, dude. Like, that is so dumb. Also, seriously, give me a Bedivere with his third skill, please. Ow, I just like rammed my microphone into my eye. Thankfully, not very hard, but that probably sounded weird from your all's perspective. 1 second, though, I gotta turn my fan on. All right. That's a bit more HP than I was thinking. So we got a nice Roland hand there. Focus on NP gain. I swear to God, if you do that again. Okay, at least he'd only hit him once. I can NP right now with the battery. And also remove the evade. It's a little awkward here. I should have already cast this. I'm gonna need it. If I don't cast his battery, I'm not gonna get my NP for a while. Because I don't have any Roland cards, and Tristan has to attack George now. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. Oh, Poi, are you still here? The Poister. Fuck, he might die before, damn it, I just needed Guts not to go off there. I guess I evade, because evade's not that good later anyway. Yeah, it's fine. Damn it, Poise. Oh, there's Poi. So, did you play the beta any, Poi, for wavering whatever the hell? Yeah. Okay, hold on. There we go. Tristan's gonna get turned into a dragon, most likely. Oh, it's not out until later tonight. Okay, I see. I saw people streaming it yesterday, though. Is that, like, super special for, like, you know, big content creators for the game or something? You know, if I had actually contacted them, I probably could have gotten in. I'm not like a huge streamer, but I think I'm big enough that I could have gotten in, but I didn't even think to, and I don't care enough, to be honest, so. It's a CN version, I see. Alright. Do this number. Do I want to do George's? Yeah, I'll do George's. What is Roland's overcharge again? Bigger attack up and crit up. But it's not as big as Bedivere's, but it lasts 3 turns. That's probably better than... That's a 30% attack up for 3 turns. That's nice. $77K. This should be a lot better. Yeah, 140. I wish that game looked better, but I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty flavor of the month, if that, and it's gonna fall off pretty quick. It's just way too much like Genshin. I was really surprised like how much they made it like Genshin without trying to improve on things. The only thing I think they've like improved on over Genshin is the combat, but that's not gonna be enough. Did he just... Yeah, he quick charged, okay. Yeah, the character design doesn't interest me. And I was just so disappointed that it looked like such a carbon copy of Genshin. Like, even their fucking grapple hook is just like the Genshin preset points and all that. I just like, God. And if I just wanted good combat, you could just go play Punishing Grey Raven instead, because that looks better. Like, I don't want it to crash and burn, but I don't think it's going to do great. I mean, it'll probably... I don't know, it'll probably be profitable, but I guess we'll see. There's been a lot of, like, live service games failing lately. And a lot of people are saying it's because they think, like, the bubbles burst, and they're probably right. Like, there really is just way too many multiplayer games and online games and, you know, live service style games. There's so fucking many now. Like, your player base is just going to be too diluted. It's too spread out. All right, what do? Can do double battery. It's only 20%. But just don't hit mash. I don't really care if Bedivere dies. It's not that big of a deal. Because I could have targeted her invulnerability on him and cast his. Or just taunted on her, but I'm just trying to give Roland the battery. I don't really care if the other ones live, honestly. Although I guess we don't need the other battery. We got plenty there. It's kind of weird that the PC version of Punishing Grey Raven's not a thing yet. By the way, that game needed to launch on PC. I think that game would be so much more successful if it had, and I think it's missed its window of opportunity to really do well. Like, I think it'll do all right. I think it'll have its niche, but I think if that game had launched day one on PC and it was on Steam and that kind of thing, I think they would have had a way bigger initial user base. And that turns into more word of mouth and that kind of thing. All right, we got it. That was pretty easy. That was way easier than Gwen. So I'm guessing that would have done about 39k if he was in P2. All right. Rip Tristan. That was probably the easiest fight out of the lot, surprisingly. I can see why though that fight messes up newbies, because like the whole sure hit thing on the NP, a lot of people aren't going to be able to like use their taunts to deal with that effectively and that kind of thing. I can see why it messes some people up, because I do remember a lot of people getting fucked up by Tristan back in the day. And even now when I see like the rare new player actually make it to Camelot, I've definitely seen people die to Tristan. Alright, these should just be Camelot Knights. Game really isn't easy. Not for free to play anyway. It's easy at first. It's way too easy at first. It's like brain dead boring at first. But you know, I don't think free to play is ever like, oh yeah, that Lee fight, Fluffy, Mothman. It was so easy, man. Like that's not really the way of it. It can be made easy if you've got the right units, but a lot of people aren't going to have that. Could just go class neutral with this. Alright, not the time to get Bazett Bond. Yeah, if you use blue cubes, then yeah, everything's easy at that point. Still really against the addition of those. Never liked that. Let's see. If I need cleanup, it'd be against the Saber, most likely. Most people just get carried forever, and then when they get to the hard content, they don't know how to deal with it, and so they just cheese it with like blue cubes or command spells and that kind of thing. God, if you forced all players to have to like do shit the proper way, like where they're not allowed to blue cube and all that, oh my god, there'd be so many people just completely stuck on like Fluffy and stuff like that. And also, I think one of the biggest things that clouds people's judgment is the friend support. And like, they don't even realize, like when Camelot first launched, the average friend support was way weaker. But now when you get to Camelot, the average friend support is way stronger. And like, that can just completely carry you. The big thing about FGO is it's very knowledge based, right? And there's some things to be learned about like timing, when to use your taunt, and stuff like that, like how to space out your abilities correctly and all that. But a lot of it's just like knowledge about knowing what's worth leveling, not worth leveling, what time it's identifying, is this a burst fight or a stall fight or a mix, right? Like just identifying the correct tool for the job. That's definitely part of it. But a big issue I find for a lot of the player base, and why you see so many players just get wrecked by, you know, even Gawain, right? And they have to get carried by their chat and stuff, is because the game doesn't teach you how to play it properly. That like straight up, this game does not teach you how to play it properly. And there's no need to play it properly either, until you do get to like the way later in the game. And dude, I've seen the effects of this. I've seen a lot of players that because they're getting carried the whole time, the game never teaches them anything. They use friend supports a lot, that kind of thing. And then when they get like to a challenge quest in an event, right? Like the more modern challenge quests, it just looks impossible to them. And because I've seen this, I've seen people talk about there's like, oh yeah, these challenge quests are just stupid and they're just designed for the whales and you can't do them otherwise. You know, it's just dumb, right? And it's because the game has never taught them to like how to fight the hard content properly. And it's completely the devs' fault. Giant failure of game design. Because it's not good game design to have 90% of the content be incredibly easy. And when I mean easy, I mean like so easy, you don't even have to like know what you're doing. You can click buttons at random and win, right? A lot of the trash mob fights are like that. And so you go through you're going through so much of the game like that, and it's that easy. And then you get to like Lee and Lost Belt 3, and it just seems like so, you know, absurd, right? And then you go to do a challenge quest, because you cheese Lee with like your friends level 120, you know, caster or berserker DPS like Morgan or something. So you don't learn anything from Lee. Then you go do a challenge quest in like the latest event, and you're just like, oh, this is impossible, right? Unless you're a whale. And that happens to I think more players than not. And yeah, it's just devs fucking it up. Man, the Grail Live like challenge quest is a really fun one too. But again, the game, like most players would never be able to interface with that boss's mechanics on like a mechanical level, because the game just doesn't teach you to do that, right? So they see like that Grail Live challenge quest and they just don't get it, and they don't, you know, they don't have any fun with it. And you can't blame them. You can't tell them, oh, you should be having fun right now, right? Like it is absolutely the game's fault. But yeah, I wish that was not the case. I wish they did a better job. Yeah, most like casuals just use their command spells and things like that just to get through it and grab the loot. Like, dude, it's you know, I have a really warped perspective because I really understand this game mechanically, because I kind of always took it seriously, and you know, I've been playing it for so long. And when, you know, a big thing too is when I started FGO, the power creep wasn't so stupid. That's really important. Right, because the power creep wasn't so stupid, the early game, although still dumb, wasn't as dumb. Right, so it was easier for me to learn things. So when I got to Gawain didn't seem impossible to me at all. I remember when I first got to Gawain, right, on my first account, I hadn't looked shit up, I didn't read any guides, nothing. You know, I was just learning as I went. And Gawain didn't seem even like, I think I failed the first time I fought him. I think yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But I did not think, oh, this is, you know, too hard, there's no way, right? Because I was learning the game. But most people don't learn the game on the way, and of course he's going to seem impossible. And I've had friends that felt that way, like real life friends. And like the challenge quests are even worse, right? Because challenge quests are way harder than Gawain, generally speaking. And so those just seem like so absurd to them, and they wouldn't know where to start on figuring out how to like approach, you know, a challenge quest and like deal with the mechanics and stuff. And you can kind of tell, because like Nasu, I mean, he said this, right? Like he wanted hard boss fights in the game because of Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that. That's literally why. and he wanted like players to have like a sense of accomplishment, overcoming adversity, and all that, right? So that's why they started putting in hard boss fights, and that's fine. But they didn't lay the groundwork for it, right? They kind of just added hard boss fights into the game without, you know, the accommodating systems to like teach people and have a smooth progression curve or any of that kind of stuff. They kind of just slapped it in there and kind of wanted to sort itself out, but that's not a good way to do it. I guess I just taunt George right now. I could wait. Surely she's not gonna get one shot, right? Let's see, when I first got to Gwen, I had Billy the Kid, Robin Hood, and I know I had David, but I don't remember if he was in like that great of shape in terms of levels. I know he had a second skill, but like I don't think he even had his third skill. But the main art, so I remember when I got into FGO, I really liked Billy the Kid, because I know who Billy the Kid is, right? I like history a lot. And Billy the Kid was one of the few units that I was a big Fate fan before FGO, right? And I didn't play FGO for a long time because it sucked, right? It took a long time for them to do anything to get me to want to play it. But anyway, I knew Billy the Kid was in FGO in advance. So when going into it, I really wanted to get Billy, and I just had terrible luck. I didn't get Billy until like right at Camelot. So that was kind of fucked up. Yeah, I remember having just really shit luck getting a copy of Billy the Kid. But I got Robin like, you know, day one. And so Robin was like my archer for, you know, forever, really. But yeah, I remember Billy, Robin, then I had Shitty David, and then I had Darius, which was like backup. I can't remember if I used him or not. I think I did. And I had Q and Proto Q leveled. I used them loads. I fought Hector with, I didn't have a saber yet, because back then the only free-to-play sabers were Caesar and Gilles de Reyes. That was it. And I didn't like either of them. Now I like Caesar now, but back then I didn't like Caesar that much. I was kind of about Caesar. I don't think I even had him. I don't think I even had Caesar. But anyway, so I had to fight Hector. I just class neutral, and I did Q, Proto Q, I remember. Good times, man, good times. And see, okay, here's an example. What Dragon just said, or Dragon. At that point, right? Like when you're just going through the game smoothly, you're not going to really feel the difference between Kid Gil as an AOE and Robin Hood as a single target. God, I remember this wasn't that long ago. I was watching this streamer, and he had just gotten to Gwen, right? Like I started watching when he was kind of at this, you know, like chapter 2 of Camelot or whatever, and he got to Gwen, right? So he's never fought a hard boss before, right? Dude has never fought a hard boss before, and so he fights Gwen, gets annihilated. So then and I could just tell this guy, you know, but you could just see from the game, like the gameplay experience he's had up to this point, didn't teach him anything. So he's trying to figure out, like, okay, what can I do against Gwen? He's like, oh, maybe I should bring this Edmond Dantes. Like, that could be good. It's like, nope. Nuh-uh. It's like, that's an Avenger, so you're class neutral. It's AoE. Like, yeah, he's a 5-star and all that, but he's terrible for Edmond, right? Or for Gwen, right? Awful pick. And you could just tell the game had not taught him something simple as, okay, one big bad archer, bring or one big bad saber, excuse me, bring one big, you know, single target archer, right? Like, literally Robin Hood is more useful for Gwen than, who's a 3-star, right? Robin Hood's a 3-star. He is more useful for Gwen than Edmond Dantes is. Even if Edmond is grilled to 100, right? Like, Robin is better. And yeah, a lot of people just don't learn that kind of shit, right? Like, just how Kid Gil's not going to be very good, right? You're not going to learn that from the easy mode shit. And I get that's the game's fault. That's the game's fault. Yeah, and in the chats always use Uriel. That's all they ever say when someone are on Gwen. Like any single target archer, Paris, right? Paris will do better than Edmund, right? Or Drake, or, you know, it's stuff like that. Now, there are some AoE servants that will do really well, like, you know, Morgan and stuff. But generally speaking, yeah, just bring a fucking single target archer, for God's sakes. And then, like, if you don't, and what happens a lot is new players don't have, like, proper supports to protect, even their friend support. So if these summon a friend's Uriel, now that one's easy to protect because there's a lot of charm happening. But you might get guarded, right? Shit like that. But maybe you summon something else, right? Some other single target archer. A lot of people, they don't have Mash leveled up. They don't have David leveled up. They don't have George leveled up. They don't have Hans leveled up. They don't have Qingong leveled up, right? I don't think Qingong existed back. No, he did. No, that was after Qingong. Anyway, so they have no way of like protecting their DPS. So what will happen is they kind of just generically throw the DPS at Gwaine. Gwaine does his first NP, which obviously he does very quickly, and it just kills their archer. Especially if they happen to not have hard survivability, and they're dead, and now they lose, right? So then they try to get one with hard survivability, or they bring Uriel. But I've seen people fail with Uriel, right? They throw out like the charm turn 1, and then they just get, and then they NP on a turn that Gwaine wasn't NPing, and then Gwaine just NPs Uriel and she dies. And it's like, okay, well, here we go. But yeah, the game just doesn't teach you shit. And like, look at advanced quests. Advanced quests could have been their way of teaching the player base how to play, but they're terrible, right? Advanced quests are just crazy gimmicky and don't really teach you like the basics of how to fight normal hard bosses. And they don't ease you into it. They don't even point you in the direction of doing them, right? And then a lot of the early advanced quests, by the time new players do them, they're gonna be too easy, right? So like those early advanced quests after beating Fuyuki and whatnot, the game really needs to like really point you in the direction of doing that. And then they need to teach you the basic stuff of why you should bring a taunt, or, you know, when to use single target or AoE. Like, just literally just teach the player that kind of stuff and they'll be way better off. Also, I really stand by this. The advanced quests, like being a tutorial like that is fine, but it'd be way better if they had worked like boss fights like that into the main story. So there's like a boss fight in Septum that actually teaches you the worth of like David, or you can put that in Oceanus because David's in Oceanus, but and like maybe a fight in Septum teaches you when to use AoE, and then there's another fight teaches you to use single target, right? Like incorporate, you know, medium difficulty boss fights into the early main story so people actually learn what the fuck they're doing. All right, well, we can probably kill this guy. Maybe I should have done one of her buster cards because he might kill actually, and I could target switch. I know, like the Virtua Advanced Quest. What is that going to teach anybody? Right, that's useless. Like that's not. And if you look at the early Advanced Quests, right, they're just not going to teach people how to fight Gwaine or anything. Like they're one-trick ponies. Also, they're going to scare people off. Like, imagine someone beats Fuyuki and then they go fight the Advanced Quest with the skeletons. Now I did that, right, and I had like level 10s and I still beat it. But most like super noobs, they're like whatever. And the thing is, they might even beat it really easy because they might use the free ascension, right? The max free ascension. And so they already have like a high level character, and they just strong arm those 3 skeletons in the first advanced quest, and they don't learn nothing, right? They don't need to counterclass it. They don't need to bring a single target or AoE. They don't have to do anything specific if they do it that way. I wish it wasn't the case because it really incentivizes the player base to cheese everything, and then when you can't cheese something, they say it's unfair, right? Like Fluffy, you know, it's pretty hard to cheese Fluffy outside of blue cubes because you don't get a friend support and stuff like that, and so a lot of people get mad at that one. I don't know why I'm trying to save him. They're both archers, so he's not really gonna do anything at this point. Oh, I wish I had his Star Absorb skill. Should have swapped the placements of those around. I think advanced quests are a big missed opportunity. Well, that's a nice turn. Dude, funnily enough, I think the whole reason my YouTube channel does decent is because of everything I just described. Like, I just got a comment from somebody about the Grail live. Fuck you, mob! I was gonna NP you, god damn it. Anyway, I got a comment on the Grail live challenge quest because I think NA has it, right? So, like, I think that's out now, or it probably was out a few days ago or whatever. Anyway, and they're just like, yeah, you know, I don't have you know, meta supports, and all the videos on YouTube are meta supports, so I'm glad you make videos of just like normal ways to clear these, because I had no idea how to do it otherwise. And that's because I think most of the player base just has no fucking idea like how to do a challenge quest, because again, the way the game like conditions you. But yeah, I think that's like the whole reason my YouTube channel does as well as it does, is just because I literally make videos with very like reasonably obtainable teams, right? Like the mechanics behind the team aren't anything too complicated. Like you don't need Castoria to make it work or whatever. And it just shows you how the fuck to play the challenge quest. I think that's the whole reason like people watch me. You know, it's actually messed up. There are fights where David is better than a lot of the 5-star alternatives. That doesn't happen often, but it does happen. There absolutely are times where David is better than 5-star alternatives, like King Protea. Like, David is one of the better options there because he's a knight class, and just the way his like evade works is exactly what you need. The problem is, whenever that happens, you cannot find anyone that slots a David. So that's why I always recommend have your own leveled up. You couldn't have hit Protoku with that. Oh man, Serenity's gonna get the insta-kill, guys. She got this, don't worry about it. I mean, she could. She's got insta-death up. That'll help. Ku did it earlier, so it's definitely possible. Nope. All we got is skill seal, which is actually bad. David would probably be dead if he didn't have that craft essence. God, that took 11 turns. Yikes. That was just a slog fest. AoE Berserker would have been good there. Like if you summon a friend's God Juna, Morgan, or whatever, that would make that stage really fast. The thing is that, and I've said this before, because I've had a million comments about that Taiga fight in Guildfest where they said my video did help them. You know why? It's because the way that fight is, the way you approach it has to change a lot based on what you have. And at least for free-to-play options. And there's nothing. The only way I could help everyone is if I made like 8 videos. Right? I'd have to make, okay, if you have this, this, or this, you do it this way. If you have this, this, and that, you do it this other way, right? And it's just too much work. Although I probably, if I had realized how much of an, like over the years, because that challenge quest has come back a bunch of times. If I had realized how much of a bitch it was going to be for the player base, I probably would have made like at least 2 or 3 videos just to be like, you know, plan A, plan B, plan C. One of these will probably work for you. But I'm lazy. I'm just going to be honest. I'm lazy and I don't normally want to do that because after I've done it like once or twice, I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to make any more videos. But yeah, that video has always been like, some people are like, oh wow, that helped me so much, and I get it now. I know what I'm supposed to do. And other people are like, this doesn't help at all. But honestly, number one, if the video doesn't help at all, I think you're just not really paying attention, because there's plenty of like mechanics that you can learn from that setup that you don't have to like. You don't have to be able to do that kind of setup 1-for-1. You really don't, to like get the principle. But that boss fight is, there are like 3 ways to approach it that are very, very different, and which one you should do is very much dependent on like, okay, do you need to summon a DPS? Do you need to summon a support, right? If you have a DPS, are you killing Nobu last or not, right? Like that matters a lot. That effect, like those few questions change the team massively. I really should make more video guides. They just take a long time. And again, I'm lazy. If I didn't stream, I would make more videos like that. Because I think there's a market for it. I think there's very much a market for it. Especially for hard boss fights like Protea, Fluffy, Morgan, that Guildfest fight we were just talking about, Shadow Knights of the Round, right? Fights like that, I think there's a huge market for someone actually explaining it. No offense to all the other content creators that do commentary, but they don't normally do a very good job of like actually explaining how to deal with the challenge quest and adapt with based on your own options. I don't think they really explain it very well that way. They're more like, hey, look, I use all this OP shit, and if you kind of vaguely do this, it works, guys. Trust me, wink, wink, right? It's not very helpful. So yeah, I think there's a market for that, but because I stream and have to make some YouTube videos, I don't have time to do that kind of stuff. Like, I want to make one for Fluffy, but I'm like, oh my god, I'd have to farm on my Steno account, and I would rather do anything but farm on an ult account, dude. What? Because here, maybe I could. Here's the thing: I could make a video where I just talk over my old footage, and I could explain what you're supposed to be doing, right? But I don't think that's that useful, and I'd like to have updated footage. Here's the thing though, Fluffy just sucks, okay? Because Fluffy's a lot like that Taiga quest, and that's why you kind of need a video guide to explain this. It's like, okay, if you have a really strong DPS, but you're using budget supports, you need to do it this way. If you've got good supports, maybe you've got your own Castoria or something, or you got Merlin, but you don't have that great of a damage dealer, then do it this way. If you have both, then you do it this way, right? And I know the fight well enough that I can explain it in every which way, right? I could jump on just about anyone's account and do the fight. Right, but like trying to make a concise video that can put all that information in one place, that's really difficult to do, especially when the only fucking account I have to demonstrate is this Steno account, right? Which is just like, I'd have to use such weird options to clear it on that account. It would be unrecognized. Like, it wouldn't be like a setup that's like, oh yeah, I could totally do it, because you'd have to use like a VC Braun early and all that kind of shit. No one's gonna play it that way. I really should though. If there ever is a boss to make a guide for, it's Fluffy. I'd have to stop. I'd have to stop streaming though for like until I finish the video. I'd have to go like farm loads. Like I'd have to, because my Steno account is just so behind on. Like if I wanted to replace some of the rarer things that account would need to use to beat it, if I wanted to replace it with like low star alternatives, I'd have to farm a bunch. And here's the thing I don't like about Fluffy too. The way you approach it, if you're being more free-to-play friendly, is like, it's actually a bad idea to do the fight that way, because it revolves around more RNG, but you have to do it that way. So if someone has more muscle, like maybe they've got their own Waver or Merlin or whatever, they shouldn't do the fight that way. Like, it's stupid. They should do it the other way, right? And so it just makes it really awkward to make a video for it. Yeah, I wish they would do story replay, because on my main account, I could mimic all kinds of things. I could be like, okay, if you have strong supports, you know, here, I'll use some of my strong supports. We'll do it this way. Okay, and then I'll have like timestamps in the bottom. And it's like, okay, now you don't have strong supports, so now do it this way, right? And then if you got literally nothing, then do it this way. And then if this is too much RNG for you, this will be good enough, though, that you can use command spells at the end and just win, right? If you don't want to get the good RNG to make this like super free-to-play team work. That kind of thing. That would actually be practical, but it comes out pretty soon, right? Like Lost Belt 6 comes out really soon, so I wish I'd used my Hercules account, because I farmed on that one, so it had decent options. I should have made a video back then. What I might do is be a lazy dick, and I might make a video and just do literally whatever clear and just talk over it to at least explain the fight and try to explain to people, okay, like if you're in this world, go this, you try to go fast. If you're in this world, go slow. And just talk about the fundamentals about like what's going on with like the debuffs and Fluffy doing more damage when he's debuffed, and like, you know, if you should be protecting Castoria or not, and like what kind of damage, just what kind of units are good for it. I might be able to do that. Yeah, I'll play Star Rail. I don't think I'm gonna like it, and I doubt I'm gonna play it very long, but when it comes out, I'll do a bonus stream for it, and I'll try to be open-minded. But I know video games really well, and I know my taste really well, and I don't think I'm gonna give a shit about that game. I think it's gonna be super flavor of the month, and I think because of that, it'll have a degree of success in the long term, just because it's another game by the Genshin devs. But it just looks like another Epic 7 in the long run, like hands down. And holy shit, I don't like the character designs. But I'll give it a chance. Might surprise me. Here's the thing though, like Epic 7 was really fun at first because at the beginning, the launch of Epic 7, there wasn't a bunch of power creep. You didn't have to farm a lot. It didn't have system bloat. It didn't have all the growing pains that games like that always have, like when you have that kind of gearing system and all that. So the beginning of Epic 7 was a good time to just play through the story and fight the bosses and stuff. I think Star Rail's gonna be the same. Oh yeah, it could be fun enough. Although maybe not for me, because at least Epic 7 had characters I liked, where Star Rail does not. But from what people have said of the beta, none of the bosses are all that hard or anything, so kind of like whatever. I've never played Battlecast, but some of my friends have. So I know of it. I could honestly kill 2 of these. There's not much point in ping. I guess I'll just kill the 1 and make stars. Because she could like punch 1 in P, then punch another one with those 2 crits and kill 2 of them. Oh, I'm sure they will do a big stat check. Like, that's how those games make money a lot of the time. Makes an easy carrot on the stick. George is still alive. Shame I can't get NP gain on Bazett here. Pretty good. What are you doing? My guy, how am I supposed to get NP gain if you do that? Well, he's dead now. Actually, barely. Let's see. So the next major boss is Lancelot, or is that after? Is that after Ozzy and stuff? I don't remember. I want to say you fight Lancelot before you fight the Demon Pillar and all that. Man, normally Ozzy and the Demon Pillar and all that are pretty hard, but I think Bazett's just gonna completely steamroll them, which is kind of disappointing. We're certainly on the way to Ozzy here. I know you fight him in the desert. I remember that. This team should be fine. Probably did not need George. Yeah, I know. Did they ever change that though? Because I remember I used Bazett against Abigail right away, and the game like fucked up when you would counter her. It would like the turn would just end for no reason, and like you could tell the game was just like freaking out, and it's because like her resurrection mechanic, like the way it was coded, was not coded to, because it's not guts technically, it's not a break bar, right? It operates differently. The game would just like freak out if her resurrect triggered on her turn instead of your turn. Yeah, the game like glitched the fuck out. So I wonder if they've patched it and now it works like normal. So they must have patched it then. What you just said did not happen. When I did it, it didn't work that way. What would happen is I could kill her on my turn and then kill her once on her turn, and then the game would just like fuck up and the turn would just like end for no reason, just gone. It was just over. So they must have patched it. Yeah, my god, she must just obliterate Abigail then so quickly. Because, yeah, before you were, like, really prevented from doing that because it just acted so weird. I should have titled the VOD in a way that you could find it easily, because that shit was funny. I have found some weird glitches in my... You guys remember the Okita Musashi fusion? You guys remember that? That one I did title the VOD where it's easy to find, because that... I've never seen that happen to anyone else. I don't know what the shit happened there. That was... seriously messed up. Good times, good times. For those that weren't there, we had done a solo with Okita, and then we lost. So we just did a new run. Stage ended normally, right? Game over, it's fine. We did the fight again with Musashi. And then I think like the app crashed or something. Either that or we save scummed. I don't even remember, but I think the app just crashed or whatever. So we got back in the game, right? It's like it lets you restart from the turn you were on, right? Just like normal. And for some reason, when we got back in, the Musashi we were playing as suddenly had Okita's skills. And the funny thing is, Musashi still had some of her like 3-turn effects up, like from her when she had already cast her own skills. But then she just had Okita's skills. And I think she might have gotten Okita's deck. I don't remember. I don't remember whose deck they got. But yeah, we just suddenly had Okita's skills on Musashi. I think we still had Musashi's deck, which made it very weird. Yeah, that was fucked up. That was really fucked up. Yeah, that's one way to buff Okita. But yeah, if you look up, I think if you look up like Hanako Talks on YouTube, and then look up like Musashi bug or like what the fuck bug or something like that, you can find it. And I let me see, did I give it timestamps and stuff? Yeah, it's wild. Yep, if you look up just Hanako Talks bug, you'll find it. It's called Summer 6 Challenge Quest Nonsense plus Crazy Okita Musashi bug. So you can find it that way. Let's see if I was smart and put a timestamp in there. I did not, but someone in the comments linked to it. So I'll have to fix that. I'll have to put a timestamp in there myself. Yeah, someone in the comments linked to that when it happens. Oh yeah, that was Zashi's. That was Zashi's unit there. Oh, good times. All right, what do we do here? That should kill everything. That was a wasted buster. Maybe I keep these berserkers alive to help George die. Just watch these jackasses cast a skill when I go to counter. Oh wait, this is the final wave. I should have just countered right there. Well, no, I should wait for George. Alright. Proto-Coup should have been a buffer. Oh, the music's looping. No skills, just hit me. Come on. Alright, that's one. We're not gonna have enough damage to kill the Ifrit. Well, at least everybody attacked. If I had cast Proto-Cou's crit buff, he would have killed right there on his own. Yeah, Bazett's overcharges more attack up, which is pretty useful. And she keeps it for the counterattack phase. She's got that nifty passive. Oh, already Lancelot time. Here we go, boys. I can't remember if there's a preview fight with him or not. We'll just take it seriously, though. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have... fuck. I gotta look this up if there's a preview fight, because we'll beat it, but then we really need to save the fight to make a Creamhilda video or something. I don't know if this is hard enough for that, though. Gwain's one of the... Gwain and maybe Trsitan are, like, the only two. And Lion King. I don't know if Lancelot's actually video-worthy. We'll see. All right, what chapter is this? 13. Nope, there is no preview fight. It's just this one. Right, he's debuff immune. Well, we'll do the fight and we'll see if we like it enough to make a video. What do we summon, chat? Because for Gwain, we summoned Rice Man, which, like, kind of helped. Let me think about that. What's equivalent? Plot Monk. Yeah, that kind of is equivalent. Because she's got taunt and stuff. Zerker Lancelot. That'd be really good. I don't think we have them, though. That'd be a fun video, though. He could probably solo it if he's set up properly. It'd have to be really set up, though. No survival skill. Right, he always attacks the one with the most HP, unless you have taunt. She is... got her battery and all of that. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of what units I should... Maybe Qin Gong just for the taunt. I think her battery is 20%, I think, if she's not leveled. Why can I not find her on the wiki? There she is. Her battery is... oh, it's 30% and then goes up to 50%. Holy shit, I forgot about that. God damn, we need to level that. I don't have a Mozart to make her do more damage or anything like that. Which is kind of weird, but, or Zhu Fu would be really good. Yeah, shit, Zhu Fu just makes so much sense to level up now. She's good for challenge quests, she's good for farming. Like, Zhu Fu is just a free-to-play, like, godsend. That's why I made her S tier. It's stupid good. That's decent. We can get the attack up at least. If she dies, we're gonna have a bit of a problem. I don't have anyone else that can do damage. Wait, we have Galatea? Oh, we do. Not that she's leveled up or anything. She's art, DPS. That's gonna put her at 90%. Maybe I do use Qin Gong then. God, this would be so much better as Zhu Fu. I can just get the NP. I can wait a moment. No one's gonna crit, that's pointless. I don't want to skill seal either, though. I got Sanson. Did I see that? I don't know. I might wait to post videos from this account on YouTube until it gets to like Lost Belt 3 or Lost Belt 1, even like Anastasia. I've got plenty of Camelot fights. I do like that Scuffed home away fight. I've got it recorded if I want to use it, but right, we got fuck. I completely forgot we have to deal with these guys first. Whoops. Should have brought a Rosh. Big mistake. The lads. All right, let's see here. Should have given David NP then. Wow, that's gonna screw me up big time. Also, how you doing, Mala? Why can't these guys be playable, man? I think I have to restart. This team is so messed up. Like, it just doesn't work. I thought we were fighting Lancelot right off the gate, right out of the gate. How do I want to do this? Damn, this is gonna be annoying. Alright, hold up. Arash does not have his battery, and he doesn't have his upgraded NP. So that's gonna be pretty fail on the damage. Aggravating someday. Do I want to grab some void dust to ascend him again? Yeah. I think this is the boss theme version, but you're essentially in the right track. Yeah, Sonic 06 is a travesty of a video game, but it does have good music. Generally, Sonic games have good music. Pure prisms. I think I need, what, 7 void dust? I'm just gonna buy 8 because I'll need it later anyway. Also, I know I need these feathers for Ku. I have no mats. Look how low these numbers are. Jesus. Alright, where's the void dust? Yeah, I need 7. I'll wait to buy the feathers because I might have like some interlude or strengthening quest I do that drops them, so no reason to rush into it. Yeah, you can't have the battery right now because old FGO. Dude, I can't believe they haven't changed some of that stuff. It's just so absurd. Nice art, though. Probably gonna grail him to 70 on this account. It's only 1 grail, and it makes like farming a lot easier. Oh, so it's a Rosh. He deserves it. The lack of faux items right now, though. It's because this account has only ever done like one event ever, so. That's never gonna be enough. There we go. This is gonna be such a sad Arash NP. Might be good enough though. Pretty safe to give a Rosh faux items because you're going to use them for farming all the time. So they'll probably reference his original NP, but they might change it. It's going to really depend on the lore circumstances for like what brings Guadia back and whatnot, so we'll just have to see. I'm sure they'd redo it though, even if they did use his original, which they might not. We'll just have to find out. No third skill and no upgraded NP. Sad times. Actually, it looks like we can do is let's see, that's the NP upgrade, and I think that's the third skill. Fuck it, we'll grab it. Gotta do our Arash justice. Yeah, I think it's the NP buff that you have to do after Camelot. I think the... Oh my god! What is wrong with this game? What the actual fuck? No, I'm not doing that. Thanks, game. I'll just have to put up with the lack of battery. Jesus Christ, dude. Like an hour of gameplay right there. I mean, I could cheese it and summon friend supports to blow through it, but still, that... Like, fuck that. Are you having fun yet? God, dude. Damn it, I could have gotten this to, like, offset it. Bo. Dumb game. It's stupid too because if they ever like added another good AoE archer for low stars, they wouldn't have to unlock their third skill or any of that, right? It's so bad for new players, man. If you happen to like or want to use an old unit, it's just so much of a detriment. Huh. This is pretty awkward. So he's gonna die and kill himself. I don't know about this. The thing is, what you just said, 32, is why this system still exists. And it's dumb. Because no one would say that about a character that just has their third skill. No one was like, man, this Morgan that I just got I'm so upset that I don't have to do a bunch of bullshit to unlock her abilities, right? Like, it's so backwards. And like Baldy, right? 3-star Lancer, because he got added to the game later, he doesn't have to do any of this shit. Because even if it was fun, right? Even if the quests were fun, that wouldn't justify it. It just doesn't make any sense. It's fundamentally not a good idea. I don't know if I should have cast that already, because Arash is gonna die anyway. Guess we'll find out. Man, Arash could have just NP'd right now. Like, if you get into the game and you level Martha, Ryder Martha, it is fucking stupid. It is hours of gameplay, just generic grinding, and you have to unlock her 3rd skill, then upgrade like 2 of her skills, and then upgrade her NP. It's just to make her on par with like a modern servant that just comes usable out of the box, right? Like, just change it. Like, and if you want people, if people want to do the quests for fun or whatever, they can, but you shouldn't have to. Maybe I should be getting NP gain on her more. Now, if David NPs, we get more overcharge. Do I want to wait another turn? She hasn't even taken damage yet. Tricky. If David just had his fucking NP right now, this would be a lot better. I'll wait. Just get lucky, forehead. Besides, it lets me art chain. Of course. Of course. Although her being at low HP will make it harder for Lancelot to attack her, actually, so it's not that bad. I can give them defense down. Yep. We really need this to kill, and Arash does not have his upgraded NP, so I'm a bit skeptical. Come on, Arash, we gave you those foe items. All right, he got it. Good man. Now. It's gonna attack her anyway for now, so I don't need to do the taunt yet. You know what? I should have... Jesus, no joke. I should have brought George. We need a taunt anyway. I should have brought George to turn him into a dragon. Fuck. That actually worked pretty well here. I'm stupid. If I do make it a video, that's what it would be, but I could probably find a boss later in the game that I could do that. Something a bit harder. Nice damage. Very helpful. I forgot how silly that is in slow-mo. Well, yeah, if we had George, that would have almost have killed him right there. Oh, she got fucked up. Oh, we super win. Yeah, this is not video worthy. The Arash part's kind of fun, but I could group them all together. I could make like one video of all the fights or something. And work in George just for the fun of it. Because, I mean, she's about ready to NP again. Look at him not attacking. Got this music though. We gotta try to keep George alive. We're going for it. Fuck the Brave Chain. Give me dragons. If only I had given George starting NP. Or even NP gain up. Okay, or if I ranked up her skill, because then she'd already have the NP right now. Yeah, I guess we'll save the fight. We'll probably put all the knights in one video. Let's see the damage, though. Although we're not going to have the damage up skills. Healthy George. This is DDD's theme. It's pretty famous. From, what was that, Crystal Shards? Kirby 64? There's no point in doing David's. Yeah, I'll just, when I go to make this a video and like collage all the fights together, I'll just make sure we use George more efficiently and we get really big boy damage. Might even make it like skip over some of the boring turns and just meme it up. I don't know, we'll see. There's a few ways to go about it. I'm pretty sure the anti-dragon damage is set for her. I'm pretty sure it's just like a static effect. Yeah, only 73k. Which, for having absolutely no buffs whatsoever, is not too bad. The Camelot experience. Yeah, maybe. That actually could be kind of fun. It's just the gameplay of the Tomoe bit is actually like pretty fun gameplay, like legit. But yeah, maybe that would be the way to go. And we just work in George, you know, stuff. You show like edit right into the Arash NP, then you know, just get to the good stuff. All right, chat. Well, we got some time to kill. I think we're gonna make a farming tier list for 1 to 3 stars. Was not planning on doing that, but that's something to stream. Let's see what comes out of this. Now, unlike normal, I'm not actually gonna test anything, but I have enough experience with this that I think it won't matter too much. I think I've got a preset that's already got them organized by rarity. Oh, there's my meme. Oh my god, dude. So I still have the meme tier list up when I made Ort. I gotta stress this. I only have a tier list in that video because I had to put Ort on top of somebody. And I thought about just doing like Ort in one tier and literally everyone else in another tier. But I thought it'd be funnier to have like some tiers like for like the say thing. And also you want to like show the climb. I liked the visual of like Ort climbing up the list, right? It's like going higher and higher, right? So I just made that fucking list because of that. And every comment on that video is analyzing the tier list, right? It's so stupid. Like, it's about Ort, you dumb shits. Like, holy crap, dude. right, hold on. Let me, I think this is the one. There we go. Yep, I got them separated by rarity. For some reason, I've got it 2-star, 1-star, then 3-star, but whatever. And I got 5 stars there. I really need an OBS preset though that's like designed for internet tabs. I don't actually have that. I need to fix that, but I think I can make this work here. All right, hold on. It's not gonna fit much. Come on, no. There we go. I think I figured it out, chat. I think I got it. I won't be able to fit a lot because the way I'm doing this, I won't be able to fit as many units on the screen as I would like, but wait, why did it make... Is this the wrong what the fuck? I literally just loaded it when it was loaded by rarity, and now it is organized by the ort thing again. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna use the 3-star one. This one doesn't even have the 4 and the 5-star. What is happening? Why? No matter what I do, it just keeps loading the goat. I don't understand. What is wrong with this thing? Okay, chat, we're gonna have to manually... We're just gonna have to manually move all of these fucking 5 stars. This is gonna take, and some of these aren't even 5 stars, so I have to be, oh my god, this is gonna take forever. What have I done? Oh my god, no. I don't even get it. It's just not loading the tier list properly. Like, I'm telling it to load the vanilla one that has none of the units placed, but they're organized down here into rarity, and it's just not doing that. Where are the 5 stars? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this up to the top, so this doesn't take so fucking long. Wait, no, not that high. There we go. Wait, do the few units that aren't 5 stars first. That way I can just brainlessly autopilot this. Did I sneak anyone else in here? I really should have. I should have snuck some other units into yikes and whatnot, but I made it in like a minute, right? I wasn't really planning it out that much. It was, again, it was more about ort than anything else. All right, they should be all 5 stars now. Whoops. It should get easier the more that are in here. I thought about putting Horse Bindo in green, but the picture of him is not in his green stage. But I thought about doing it anyway. I really couldn't make my mind up on that one, so I just didn't do it because, again, the focus was ort, not the other stuff. But I did think of that. But yeah, I think they used his stage 2 art or stage 1 art or something. Look at all these nerds. Yeah, there are so many 5 stars. It's disgusting. Now Tiamat's a thing, so there's even more. One at a time. And like, I put no effort into this tier at all. She's in here just because she looks like a mech, right? I don't, if I was gonna rate the characters by how much I like them, which is what everyone thinks I did, which I kind of did, but not really, right? There's like really no single criteria because, you know, top tier is green. Something might have tipped you off, but she's literally an A tier because she looks like a mech. That's the only reason. Like, I don't give that many shits about Britomart. Like, there was so little thought put into this tier list. Like, you think the top tier being named literally green would have tipped people off about that, but oh my god, every comment, dude, it's so dumb. If I was gonna rate Britomart based off like just the character and like overall liking her, right? It should probably be B+ or something, somewhere in there. Okay, get this out of here. Gotta go way down. I think there's a button to move to the bottom. Whatever, just do it the slow way. Look how big this tier is. This is so unwieldy. It's too fat. Okay, there. I think we're done. Yeah, that's fine. Get Tiamat in there. Okay, there's 4 stars. We don't need the OP support right now. All right, 3, 2, 1. They're divided up properly. All right, now we got to rename these because Jesus, this is not what they're supposed to be. Death. It's actually the Jekyll tier, to be honest, but we'll just make the minimum C and C+, B+, A+. I don't think we need this one. All right, so we're C, C+, B, B+, A+. Then we need S and S+. There we go. All right, back in business. You know what? We'll there we go. I think I spelled that right. Jekyll is such a weird name to spell, by the way. All right, so we're gonna go off purely off farming. This is nothing but farming, right? But, chat, how do we factor in the new farming stages? I don't think NA players have seen those yet, right? Because those are like the thing to ascend to. And because of that, single target's a lot of times good again, right? So maybe we put those in the pluses. I'm not really, that's kind of tricky. Might just have to wing it as we go here, and we just adjust after the fact. This is not going to be a YouTube video, so. All right, well, 1 stars. So, still free to play. So this is farming, but free to play. So for example, when we're rating Spartacus, we're going to assume you have Spartacus, and you could summon your friends Veach or Oberyn or Castoria, but you don't necessarily have it, right? That's very fucking important. Right, because a lot of units don't become good at farming unless you've got double Scatty or double Castoria, right? That it really changes the dynamic of how you approach things. So we're gonna assume you can summon a friend support, but you've only got access to the free-to-play stuff, right? And then yeah, I don't know how we're gonna rate based off of the 90++. All right, so Spartacus. Probably going to be like in here because from free to play, even to this day, he's really good, right? And you don't even need K-Scope, right? You can be all 50% starting battery, and that's more damage anyway, and you're more likely to have that craft essence as a free to play. Then he's got his 30% battery, the 20% starting NP. You NP, you do a lot of damage. There we go. This is going to be a separate VOD. I guess it could be. Yeah, okay, you know, fuck it. We'll make it a separate VOD. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna put no effort into the presentation of this, but I'll do it anyway.